the Catalans lost the last remnants of their sovereignty with the defeat of Barcelona on September the 11th, 1714. A date which has now become their national day, on which they recall the loss of their political freedom and ask for it back.
Catalonia, 1.5 million people took to the streets of the regional capital, Barcelona, to call for independence.
Nostre propi estat. Volem ser un estat més de la Unió Europea. Volem votar i volem votar democràticament per la nostra llibertat.
Well, I think we want to be independent because we are a people, we have a long history behind us, and we feel that in the frame that we are living now in the Spanish state, we are not being respected enough, and we don't really feel Spanish.
We want the freedom for Catalonia because we are a nation.
We feel Catalan, we feel something different, and we just want to be what we are.
For many years now, there's been an ongoing conflict between Catalonia and Spain, which many feel will lead to the end of Spain as we know it.
Spain has tried to eliminate Catalan, no? Introduce Spanish. And during through the administration, the public administration, and through the laws, and through the school, because at this time, during 2 centuries, it was really, Catalan was forbidden in the schools. And during many times, for instance, the papers in Catalan were forbidden, the broadcasting in Catalan was forbidden.
It has similarities, let's say, put it like that, to a certain kind of anti-Semitism. You know, a lot of the stereotypes or stereotypical traits that are put on the Catalans are not too different from the ones that were put on Jews before the Second World War.
Son catalanes, son de ahí de Cataluña, y todos somos españoles y son catalanes que se vayan a la mierda.
We're not against anybody. We just want to be allowed to follow our own path. We are Catalans and we want to be Catalans. We're peaceful and democratic and we want to contribute to the European project.
I've lived in Catalonia for 26 years. I say Catalonia, when I say Catalonia, I mean Catalonia, because my personal perception is that during these 26 years I have never lived in Spain. Catalonia for me is a whole separate world apart from the rest of Spain. It's basically a kind of unrecognized country, free-floating in this little corner of Europe.
El meu país és tan petit que des de dalt d'un campanar sempre es pot veure el campanar veí.
El que volem és que el nostre país sigui un país capdavanter en els propers 20 anys, capdavanter del món en els propers 20 anys. La independència podria ser un instrument, però no és l'únic instrument.
Canto i sempre em sabré malalt d'amor pel meu país.
As Catalonia is Spain's third wealthiest autonomous region, it seems only reasonable that they should pay more to help out the poorer areas of the country, just as similarly wealthy regions do all over Europe. This means that they pay central government more than they receive from it. The difference is called a fiscal deficit. Let's take a wealthy English region, the southeast, for example. It is 17% wealthier on average than other English regions and has a fiscal deficit of 6.38%. Or let's take Paris, which is 51% richer than the average French region and has a fiscal deficit of 4.36%. Or again, we can look at one of the wealthiest German lands, Bavaria, which is 16% richer on average than the others and has a deficit of just under 4%. So what about Catalonia? It's 22% wealthier on average than other Spanish regions, but its fiscal deficit is neither more nor less than 9.76%, almost 10% of everything it produces, which is more in real terms than the English southeast, Paris or Bavaria. No less than 18,500 million euros skimmed yearly off the taxes of a total population of just 7 million, making Catalonia by far the most highly taxed region in Europe. So, far from being selfish, Catalans see themselves as the ones who are being exploited and feel that the contribution they make entitles them to a greater degree of autonomy.
Els teus ulls cavalcaven buscant un desig, les espelmes cremaven i alguns dels amics t'enfocaven amb càmeres de retratar. Una veu comentava, ai, que guapa està, i jo en el fons m'acabava el culet de la copa, decidit a trobar un raconet adequat per fer-me petit, petit. Del tamany d'una mosca, del tamany d'un mosquit, per un cop empetitit, sota els tamborets i la taula allargada pels dos cavallets. Fèrem pas amb prudència per un entramat de sabates d'hivern, de confeti aixafat i esprintar maleint la llargada dels meus nous passets i amagar-me entre un tap de suro i la paret, just a temps que no em mengi el collons de gatet i escalar les sanefes del teu vestit i falcar el peu esquerre en un descosit i arribar-te a l'espatlla i seure en un botó i agafar un palet d'aire i amb un saltiró enganxar-te un cabell i impulsar-me en un últim salt final i accedir al teu desig travessant la paret del llagrimal.